Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Check. Check go.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready.
From the 32. That's incomplete left side.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Here we go. Set.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Go. Go.
Pass play now. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete, David Njoku. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Let's go now.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Ready.
They go play action on 1st. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Get it. Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. With Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Set. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They're throwing it. Moore's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like
Here we go.
about that amazing play.
Set, go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ready. 19 tight. 18 Rambler. Ready.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Here's a deep shot to it. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Set.
Here's another carry for Barkley. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Buys time, rolling right. just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Eagles are in punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Called that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Browns will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Tag! Panther 11! Panther 11! Huh.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Ready! 79 Broncos, 19 Lions. Set up.
2nd and 10 now. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down.
Okay,
3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Come on, set! Hurk! Right there, Hurk! Dragon 60! Ready?
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him only 3, and that brings up 4th down and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's a difficult on the defense.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Shut up! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And his pass is going to fall incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go! Here we go!
Man in motion here. Here he is on third and long. Catch made left side by Judy. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Ready? 18, pioneer! Trap 60, trap 60! Go!
Back to throw, needing a first. He connects downfield on 4. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison! Hut, hut.
Throwing off the play fake here. On the move, headed right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Got it. Ready?
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, set! 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger! Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They've got a man in motion.
Ready, ready?
Again the throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go! Mustang 19! Warrior 70! Ready?
Throwing from the gun. And he gets this forward to the 19. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Set! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Check out!
From the red zone now. Judy there to grab it. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. A by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready, ready! Bronco 80! Ready?
Goal to go, they're passing. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30.
On the set.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Hup!
They give to Barkley, left side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Go! Get up!
Dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
Come on, set! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Go!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Let's go now!
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight! 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler! Hut, hut!
They go play action here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Shut up! Ready, ready?
They'll throw it. That one complete to Njoku. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ready?
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
79 Broncos, tight! 19 Lions!
Slot man motioned over.
Ready?
Pass play on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Launching deep down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, here we go. Come 19, come 19. Check out.
He'll throw it yet again. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
From the gun on third down. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're left with fourth and short. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on fourth down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. Justin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Ready. Cougar 19. Hut.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go, Rig, go. Get up.
Running left, this is Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, shot.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Go.
Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Let's go.
He's going to throw this one. Hits his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It is caught left side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ready, ready?
2nd and 3. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Chap! Go, Chap! Ready?
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant tapped it in to pick it off. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Go! Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did. And it forces the throwaway.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, check that, street. Set up. Set up.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
18, Pioneer. Set. Chap 60, chap 60. Go.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Grant tapped it in to pick it off. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Payton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Big Lion. Here we go. Here we go.
They motion the slot man right.
Hut, hut.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Street.
2nd down
Street.
now, 7 to go.
Set.
They go to Barkley again. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave them with 3rd and 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Set. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's go.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
A split second, all the kids' defense were making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that 1st by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles make it 17-all. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Go.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Come on, come on. Set. Warrior 70. Check go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's trying to push the field. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. This game's still tied after 3, so we're going to decide things here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, break.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10 now. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Lion. Set up.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Got it. Ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hook.
Here's a throw. Barkley's got it. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense
Hawk
here.
70. Hawk 70.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready. Go.
Now looking to throw. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Rattler. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Set. 19 Lion. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Hut, hut.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. He gets half of the 8 yards remaining, partner. That gives him 2nd and goal from the 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. Ready?
On 2nd and 4. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check out.
Looking to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30.
On the set.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hurt, hurt. Down.
A give to Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, come on.
Here's Saquon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left
now.
for them. We've got 1st and 10. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles losing by 7. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19. Shut up.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Looking right, and he finds him. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And they send a man in motion.
Ready.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Hut.
Setting up to pass. Cut at the 10-yard line. He's down to the H before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
That pass complete to Goddard. And it gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Mustang 19. Get up.
Back to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
Warriors
2
17.
timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
He'll look to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Finds Judy near the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
They'll try and throw it here. Rolling left, buying some time. He's mildly over something here and just chucks it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
On the ready.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Man in motion here.
Ready, ready.
Here he is to throw. On the move, headed right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. This is going to be a 46-yarder. That one is good. And that, folks, is your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30.
Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hurt, hurt. Okay. Let's make some good plays today. Come on. Ready.
Looking to the air here. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready, ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
79 Bronco. Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over.